Good evening, our wonderful and lovely viewers. Thank you for making it a point to watch us today. This is the RLM Show, and we say love is sweet. Your hosts are Mrs. Ola Christiana, the wife of Mr. Noah Ola. You can simply call me Olastania. For our maiden show today, our topic is, how do I know Mr. or Miss Right? How do I know Mr. or Miss Right? Joining me on the show today are my wonderful guests. The first is a woman. She's a mother, the wife of Mr. Felix Oyewole. She is Mrs. Joyce Oyewole. To balance the gender, I have here with me a very handsome man, married to a very beautiful lady, with a child. He is Mr. Richie, Mr. Richard. Welcome, my able panelists.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
You are welcome.
Let's begin with my female guest. Madam, are there really Mr. Right? And how do we know who is a Mr. Right?
Thank you for the opportunity given unto me. I want to first thank God for this great opportunity, for choosing me out of the lot to come and talk to you about how do I know Mr. Right or Miss Right. For the question you asked, I will say that there are really Mr. Right and Miss Right. The onset starts from the Bible in the book of Genesis. We all saw that after the creation God did, after that he created a man, and he said that the man should take over everything he created. And whilst the man was in the Garden of Eden, he saw that it was only the man who was there. So the Lord saw the need to create a woman to be the helpmeet for the man. So from this angle, I would say that they are truly Miss Right or Mr. Right.
Wow. She has taken us to the Bible straight away. Mr. Richie, are there really Miss Rights? Are there?
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Before I answer your question, on my opinion, I will not say there is Mr. Right, although we are all trying to be Mr. and others are trying to be Miss Right. So, for my opinion, I would say there is no Mr. or Miss Right.
Wow. My female panelist says there is Mr. or Miss Right. And my male panelist says there is no Mr. or Miss Right. But rather, we all are trying our best to be a Mr. or Miss Right. Very interesting. Mr. Richie, what are some of the signs that when you see in a lady, you know that, this lady, she is my Miss Right?
Okay. As I said earlier, there is no Mr. or Miss Right. But we are trying to be Mr. and Miss Right. So, I would say, before you know someone is Mr. Right, in question, before you say there is a Mr. Right, the person will be caring. No matter how busy he or she is, the person finds time for you, you know. In his busy schedule, he still finds time for you. And also, trustworthy as well. Yeah, so I think these are some of the things you might know. Maybe this person is Mr. Right or Miss Right.
Oh, wow. Auntie Joyce, can you add something to it? How? What are the signs that when you see that, this man is the Mr. Right for me?
Before I will answer your question, let me first define Mr. Right or Miss Right.
Thank you.
Mr. Right or Miss Right is the appointed man or woman by God for a man or woman to marry. Appointed man or woman by God for a man or woman to marry. And from the question you asked, that is the signs or symptoms of knowing Mr. Right or Miss Right. First of all, I would like to divide the question into two. I will talk about the physical aspect and I will talk about the spiritual aspect. That is the physical symptoms and the spiritual symptoms. So first of all, I will talk about the spiritual symptoms. With the spiritual symptoms, I have two. That is prayer and fasting. True prayer, when you really pray, if you are a man or a woman, you really pray to God that God, it's time for me to choose my Mr. Right. Through prayer, God will choose the person for you through prayer. And the second one is through fasting. That is the prayer and the fasting. They are twins. You pray, then you fast towards it. Pray day in and day out, and you see that God is going to answer your prayer. Then when we come to the physical aspects, I have a lot here, if time will permit me. But first of all, before you can know your Mr. Right, if really the man or the woman is a Christian, first of all, you have to marry your Mr. Right to be a Christian if you want peace in your house. If you say you are really a Christian, you shouldn't go in for somebody who is not a Christian. Otherwise, fire will always be running in your house. So first of all, you have to, the Mr. Right you are going to marry should be a Christian. Then some of the physical symptoms is that the character the man or the woman will be portraying will help you to know that this is truly your Mr. Right or Miss Right. And under the characters, I gave some examples. That is calling your Miss Right or Mr. Right frequently, all the time. You see the person, maybe you are in the house, then you just call, oh, Brashola, I just call to maybe ask of your welfare. How are you? I hope you are doing well. I did not see you at church today. Is anything wrong? By so doing, the person will be thinking of something else. Then, on the other hand, you can also call the person at odd times. When I say you can also call the person at all times, what I mean is that even in the midnight, you pick your call, you pick your phone, then you try to call the person. Oh, Sister Abola, I just called to ask of your welfare. I hope you are sleeping. And the person will be thinking that, what is wrong with this man or what is wrong with this woman calling me at this time of the day? So the person will be thinking of something else. Oh, I hope you are sleeping. Oh, I'm also sleeping. I just called to ask of your welfare. That is that. Then another one is that giving your Mr. Right or Miss Right gifts on special occasions like birthdays, Valentine, Christmas, and even giving the person gifts once in a blue moon. So when you know the birthday of the person, oh, I just bought this thing for you as a token. So I just want you to take it as a token. When it is Christmas, you wish the person Merry Christmas. And when it is birthday or Valentine or whatever, then even once in a blue moon, oh, I went to the market and I saw that this thing is very good for you. I just bought it for you. So by so doing, we are human beings. We are human beings. The person will be thinking of something else. The person will be thinking that, isn't this man having something that is strange, which he or she cannot voice out? Because in Africa, it is very difficult for a woman to go to a man, to propose to the man that I want to marry you. The only thing as a Christian that the woman can do is maybe to go to the minister of God to maybe tell the person. But it is very easy and it is normal for a man to go to a woman that I want to marry you. So when the woman is doing or the man is doing all these things, exchanging gifts, greeting the person at all times and other things, something will come to the mind of the person because we are human beings. Then another thing I can say is that praising your Mr. Right or Miss Right at maybe when the person wears a dress, even if it is not beautiful, even if everybody say the dress is not beautiful, you, the Mr. Right or Miss Right, who is seeking for something, you have to praise the person. Oh, Bra Richard, in fact, I like the dress you wore to church today. Oh, it's beautiful. Where did you buy it? How much did you buy it? In fact, I like the color. Okay, in a nutshell, I will pay for it.
Oh, wow.
By so doing, the person will be thinking of something else. I will pay for, and really, the promise you made, you fulfill the promise. You pay for the dress.
Yes.
You see that the person will be thinking of something else.
Wow.
Yes.
It's getting more interesting.
So by so
I
doing,
told you
the
she's
person,
a
yes.
teacher.
So, your dress is handsome, and your dress is beautiful. I like it. Where did you buy it? In fact, who sew it for you? Okay, in a nutshell, I will pay for it. You see, so by so doing, the person will think of something else. Then, should I continue?
I think I have another question.
Okay,
So,
okay.
You know, for those of us who just joined us, we are talking about how do I know Mr. or Miss Right? And they've all helped us to know whether we have really Mr. or Miss Right. And the question we just answered was, what are some of the signs that will help you to know that this man is my Mr. Right or this lady is my Miss Right? And so, our speakers have made us know, both of them, that when you show care, the other party will know that this person is my Mr. Right. When you try buying gifts and presents, it will trigger the person to have in his or her mind that this man, this brother, the way he's doing is like he's interested. Though. Let me also pray about it. To my panelists, Mr. Richie, are there specific places that you can meet your Miss Right? Do we have a place, a special place that when you go, this place is there, you meet your Miss Right?
There are no places.
Please, I want you to repeat it.
There are no places.
He says there are no places. Let's hear the explanation.
Or let me say, there are no specific places.
Good.
A person who is trying to be your Mr. Right or Miss Right, you can meet that person anywhere. In the church, in the mosque, marketplaces, school, classrooms, anywhere where you can find a human being. Anyone who is trying to be your Mr. Right or your Miss Right, you can meet that person anywhere on this earth.
Wow, you can meet that person anywhere on this earth. So don't be looking at just specific places. He says anywhere. Madam Joyce, are there specific places to meet your Mr. Right?
Like my brother said, there isn't any specific places, but I can say there is and there isn't. You can meet your Mr. Right or Miss Right at a lot of places. Like he said, in the church, at social gatherings, it can be funeral, it can be birthday, it can be parties, then a lot. So you can meet your Mr. Right or Miss Right at many places. At many places, yes. Even like he said, even if you meet your Mr. Right or Miss Right in a dream, it is a place. Yes, so we don't have the specific place to meet your Mr. Right that because I'm attending church, I have to see my Mr. Right or I have to meet my Mr. Right at the church. If I don't meet my Mr. Right at the church, there is no place I can meet my Mr. Right again.
Wow, the show is getting more interesting. Both of them says there is no specific place to meet your Mr. Right. So, my dear brothers, there is no specific place to meet your Miss Right. So anywhere, even in your dream, you can meet your Miss Right. The show is getting more interesting. Let's appreciate the sponsorship of these people. My beautiful outfit is from Ola Stadia Collections. She's located at Eputoja off the Word Road. Contact her for all your clothes and accessories. I have Lisbon Ventures. Lisbon Ventures. They deal with drinks and all bottled waters. You can contact them at Alaba on 0242 322 140. Ali Chris Real, except Jehovah. For your beautiful makeup and all makeup accessories, contact Ali Chris Real, except Jehovah, at Asokwa, You can contact them on 0249 306 733. 0249 306 733. For all your quality phones and accessories, please contact Noah Enterprise. 0262 615969. Let's continue with our show and welcome back from the commercial break. The show still remains the RLM Show, and we say love is sweet. Love is sweet when you meet the right person. Love can be a real hell if you contact the wrong person. So please, always watch us so that you meet the right person for your love to be sweet. Mr. Richie, should we always consider outside beauty, or we should balance it? We should consider the inner beauty and the outer beauty as well.
Okay, thank you very much. I will say women, we are moved by mostly what we see.
Yes.
So most of the men, consider what they see, which I'm not doubting is something very bad or something wrong. It's fine. But I would say it's not 100% for you to consider what you see. Because the real beauty lives in the person, not what we see. Because what we see is going to expire.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think we should not consider what we see alone, but inner beauty as well. Because that is the 100% beauty, not what we see outside. What we see outside is just for a short period of time. Thank you very much.
Wow. My dear brothers, you've heard him all. It's good to get someone who is beautiful. But my brother says it shouldn't be just only the outer appearance. Look for the inner beauty in a woman. For the outer appearance of a woman can fade away, but the inner beauty will always remain with her. Mrs. Joyce, the same question goes to you. Should we look at the appearance of our men, like tall, handsome, with beer? What should we look at? Should it be the outer beauty or appearance alone, or we should look at the inner as well?
We should not look at beauty, because there is a saying that all that glitters is not gold. And there is an adage in the local language, that's the Asante tree, which I want to quote, that ahofe de obeko, but subain ede obeba. So we should not look at the inner beauty, but we should look at the real character. And for the experience I'm having, we cannot know 100% of the character of the woman or the man we are going to get married to. Because day in and day out, the person portrays different characters. Because sometimes the person is going to bring out a character, and you will be saying that, hey, if I know that you are such a person, I wouldn't have married you. So we should not look at the inner beauty, because if you look at the inner beauty, the beauty will, the outside beauty, sorry, if you look at the outside beauty, it is going to deceive us. Yes, so we should not look at the outside beauty.
So my female panelist has also hit it on the nail's head. She says, do not look at only the outer beauty, but consider the character. That's the inner beauty. For outer beauty will fade away. In as much as we are not supposed to look at only the inner beauty, my ladies, please try and dress up. If you don't dress up, the men, they will go. He will look outside. So if in as much as you are portraying good character, good behavior, try and look beautiful. I'm not saying you should look extraordinary, but look decent and beautiful in your own way. The show still remains the RLM Show. Love is sweet. Now this question goes to both of you. And I want it to be like a debate. I want us to buttress on it. is it advisable to consider the spirituality of the person? Maybe now this man has come and he has proposed. I'm a staunch Christian. I fast and pray, and I go to church almost every day. And this man is like, Oba, sorry, one. He comes to church once in a while. Should I say because he comes to church once in a while, he's not my Mr. Right? Or vice versa? Or maybe I'm the man who is the one who goes to church and the lady comes to church once in a while, but I want to approach it. But considering the fact that she doesn't come to church always, I think she might not be the Miss Right.
Like I said already, that the ultimate of all is prayer and fasting. If you pray and you fast as well, in fact, things will be okay for you. It will be very easy for you. But in a situation whereby you allow the physical aspects to take dominion, even though you have to give room for physical aspects, but the spiritual aspect should be more than the spiritual aspect. So then, one thing I want to say is that it's not the very day that the man proposed to you and you see him and you say, okay, let's go. I think that is why we have courtship. But what I also want to say is that before you take the step, if you are really a Christian, you have your minister as the minister of God, or you may have your what do you call it, your mother in Christ or your father in Christ. So you can let the person know what is going on, and if they know what is going on, they are also going to help you to investigate. But if you keep it to yourself and you just keep quiet because I want to marry, so this man has come, then anything goes. In fact, at the end of the day, you find yourself in hot waters. So what I want to say is that it's not that the very day the man comes, oh, please, I want to marry you, then you also say anything goes. If you do that, in fact, you will be in hot fires.
Wow. It's not the very day that the man proposes that you say, yes, I do. Please, you have to pray. You have to tell your spiritual father or mother in Christ about it. Mr. Richie, the same question. Is it advisable to look at the spirituality of a man or a woman before you propose or say?
Thank you very much. There is a saying that goes, all work and no play makes
Jack a dull boy.
Thank you very much. So, as for a man, I would say the spiritual aspect must be more, maybe 60-40. Because even the Bible says we should pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing doesn't mean you should be praying like 24 hours, 24 hours. No. Even your actions might be prayers. You might not be praying, but your behavior, like your movement, everything is prayers. So, for you to, define someone to be your Mr. Right or Miss Right, I think you should balance it. It shouldn't be spiritual aspect alone, but the spirituality of that person must be much or more than the other side. So that, because marriage is, let me say, it's a very long journey. So it has to be a little bit entertaining as well, just to make the journey very sweet, very lovely. So I think the spirituality is very good, makes you strong as well, both physical and spiritual. So I think the spirituality should be a little bit more than the normal aspect.
Okay. The spirituality should be more. The spirituality should be more than the physical aspect. That's what he just said. But I'm having this issue. So does it mean that when the man comes and he's prayerful, I should just accept because he's prayerful? Because from the argument is like we should consider the Christian who is more serious. Because I was believing that if the lady is, I'm a lady, so let me take it from that point. If the lady is not all that serious, and you the guy, you marry her, or you see that you think this is your Miss Right and you marry her, and she pulls you down. Maybe you the man, you are very spiritual. After marrying this lady who is not very spiritual, she pulls you down. What becomes of you? I don't know whether you get it.
Explain further.
Let's say, as Mrs. Joyce is here, before you marry, you are very spiritual. And your husband is like, he doesn't go to church, he doesn't pray, he comes to church whenever he thinks it's occasional. And you marry him, won't he pull you down from Christ? Won't he take you out of the way of Christ? Because they say, if you are on the mountain and you try pulling someone up, if you don't take care, the person will not pull you down the mountain. So how about this one?
I think maybe I will say a little bit about what you are saying. That is why I said you have to consider the spirituality more or much more than the other side. Because earlier, when we started everything, I told you there is no, on my opinion, there is no Mr. or Miss Right. Because we are all trying to be Mr. and Miss Right. Because I know there is no perfect man. Because we are all trying to be perfect. There is no perfect human being. So it can be possible that you might see someone who is spiritual and stuff, then you get married to the person, then the person makes you backslide, So that is why I say that you should always consider the spirituality more than the other aspect. So if the person is very strong in Christ, I think that would be perfect for you guys to move on.
Then in addition to what he said, that if maybe the man is very spiritual and maybe the woman is average or whatever, I think through the spirituality of the man, it is going to help the woman, because they are going to court. So through that, they will know the behavior of each other. So if the woman is doing something which is very odd, because the man is more spiritual, or vice versa, if the man is doing something which is very odd because the woman is more spiritual, they will know how to manage themselves. So at the end of the day, you see that everything will be okay. Yes.
And so, my dear brother out there, please consider the spiritual aspect as well. Don't just think because she is my church member, let me just go in for her. No. Consider the spirituality first. Ensure that she is standing very well. My dear sister, ensure that brother is standing very well in Christ, so that he doesn't make you to backslide. The show still remains the RLM show. Love is sweet. And as I always say, love is sweet when you meet the right partner. And it can be hell if you get connected to the wrong man. My question: how do I keep my Mr. Right? Maybe this man has come to propose. And I know within me that he's my Mr. Right too. But because I want to show him that I am not easy to get, I'll say maybe give me 3 years to pray about it. How do I keep him through these 3 years so that he will not just go?
If, for example, if a man proposed to a woman, and a woman saying, give me 3 years to do what?
To
think about it. I think in some ways the woman is not all that serious, because it was first in the olden days. Yes, they were doing it. That you see courtship moving to about 3, 4, even for 10 years. But nowadays, for a man to come and propose to you, and for you to be telling the man that, oh, give me 3 years and whatever, I think it's too much. Because between the 3 years, some things are going to happen, which is going to cause a lot of atrocities. So the courtship should not be too much long. The courtship, because like I said, that you will never know the character of each other until death separates you. You will never know. So at least if you stay for at least for 1 year or 2 years, it's okay. But for 3 years and more than 3 years, a lot of things will happen. At the end of the day, it may not succeed. So for the courtship to take more than those, for the courtship to take donkey years, a lot of things will happen.
Wow. For the courtship to take longer years, donkey years, a lot of things would have happened. How long should you give your answer? Should you wait before you give your answer?
As much as the the person in question who is trying to be your Mr. Right wants it. Because, first of all, before the person will marry you, you have to be humble. I'm a man, so let me say, I'm talking to the women.
Okay.
Very, very humble, submissive, before you can keep your Mr. Right. Although I know there is no Mr. Right, we are all trying to be Mr. Right. So, for you ladies, women, mothers, to keep your Mr. proposed person to be your Mr. Man, Mr. Right and stuff, I think you have to be very humble. Then you have to also help the man. Wherever he needs help, I think you have to help the person as well. Thank you.
Okay. For my ladies, we are to be very humble. You can't raise your okpa like this and expect the man to accept or agree to marry you. You have to be submissive to their husband. And the Bible even says that women should be submissive. Miss Joyce, do you have any other contributions?
Okay, apart from like I said, the spiritual aspects, when we come to the physical aspects, apart from the man being a Christian, there are certain things, or the woman being a Christian, there are certain things you have to take into consideration before you go into such a relationship. You have to also consider the work of the man or the woman, because this is a situation whereby the man who is going to be the head in the family is not having any work to do, or even if he's having any work, the work is not too much, or the work is not sufficient for him. So first of all, you, apart from being a Christian or being the person you are supposed to marry, or being the person who is accredited by God, then the person should have a major work doing. The person should have a major work doing, be it the woman or the man, but especially the man should have a work doing. Don't say that, when we marry, things will be okay. So even if he's not working, when we marry, he will be working. So you have to take those things into consideration. Then you have to know the family background of each other. At first, when we were small, our parents tell us that if you want to marry someone, let me know, so that we will go to their family house and ask of their family background. They are still doing it. Yes, you have to know the family background of the person to know what is really happening in their house. The man will know the family background of the woman too will know the family background of the man. Then another thing I want to say is that when you go into any relationship with somebody and your parents tells you that where you are going, do not go there, I think they have more experience than you do. Ask them, why are you saying I should not go there? And if they explain certain things to you, you have to do what? You have to adhere to their advice, because at the end of the day, if you do whatever you like, you will be in trouble. Yes, because marriage is a long journey, and it is a journey we go and do not come back again until death separates us.
Marriage is something when you go in, there is no turning back. We don't have commercial break in marriage. It's till death do we part. So don't say, I've gotten into marriage and I think I'm tired, so I'm going back. No. That is why you have to be very sure that this man is really my Mr. Right. He's really the one that God has chosen for me before you go into it. And we are also to consider that the man is working. Don't say, I love this man, and so let me marry him. But he's even not working, I will be able to cut her. No. Ensure that he's working, even if it's a small work. It's advisable that you marry a man who is working. Mr. Richie, any other contributions?
As for me, I don't have a contribution, but it's just a little bit question that I want to throw to my sister.
To my madam.
It's a question. Okay. The question, before I ask the question, my definition of a perfect
lady,
a perfect Miss Right,
okay,
or Mr. Right is someone who makes a perfect husband.
Mr. Right is someone who makes a perfect husband.
That is my definition of Mr. Right. So my first question is there a perfect husband? a perfect husband or man? Or is there a perfect wife or a perfect woman?
Madam, this Sunday, you help us.
I'll say that God is greater than everybody in this world. We human beings, we are not all that perfect. We are not all that perfect. So there is no perfect man or perfect woman. Yes, let me say that because, like I said, we are just trying to be like God, but we can never be like God. So that makes us different from God. So we are, so far as we continue to be human beings and living on this world, we are not all that perfect. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So now that there is no perfect man or perfect husband, as I said earlier, we are all trying to be perfect. So my little bit advice or contribution I want to add for our women, our ladies is, if you meet a man and the person wants to marry you, I think you are going to know.
Really?
Yeah, you
How?
will know.
How will you know?
You will know them by their fruit.
By their fruit, you know them. Also, my sisters, if they come, you know them. Let's hear how you know that this is the.
Then the next thing is say, any man who is not willing to show himself to your parents is not your Mr. Right.
Please let me repeat it, my ladies. Any man who is not willing or ready to show himself to your parents is not in for marriage. He is not Mr. Right. Next.
And then because the reason I'm saying is this, is that, you know, most of our women like to listen to sweet words. You know, the person might be doing everything, all the qualities that will make you believe that he is your Mr. Right. He can buy you car, gifts, a lot of things, makes you comfortable, gives you big money each and every day. But trust me, if the person keeps hiding from your parents or any person around you or your family member, that person is not ready to be your Mr. Right. Thank you very much.
My ladies, please, we've heard a lot today. If the man who claims he wants to marry you is not ready to see your parents, or is not ready to allow your sisters or any family member to know that he is the one coming to you, please, he is not your Mr. Right. Flee from them. Madam.
To add to what he said, even the man and the woman, let me say it like that, we should not allow materialism to supersede us, even though it is good to put materialism into consideration. But there are some people, you will see that the man is very serious. He wants to marry the woman. But the woman will be saying, he doesn't have money. He is not using car. He's not. Even at first in our church here, I learned that when somebody, at that time, when a man proposed to a woman, the first question the woman will ask is that, "Send Neko, do you go to Lagos? Do you travel to Lagos? Send Neko." You see, so we should not let materialism supersede us, because we don't know tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow. The man you see to be poor today, maybe when you marry him or him, you are going to bring the good luck to him. But if you allow materialism to supersede you, in fact, ubeche papa, ubeche pa, and sana wawari. So we should not allow materialism to supersede us. Yeah.
Wow. In as much as the man should be working, do not allow material things to supersede everything. Sometimes when you marry, you bring the good luck to the man. So my sisters, if the man is not working, or no, if he's working and he's not rich, you can marry him. I will say that in as much as you're not going for a poor man, going for a man with a vision. A visionless man may be rich, but he will misuse all the money. But a man with a vision, even if what he have is very little, because he's having vision, very soon you see that things will fall in their right places. The show still remains the RLM Show, and we respond, love is sweet. Let's appreciate the sponsorship of these people as well. Mr. Solomon at 4 Enterprise. Mr. Solomon at 4 Enterprise. He deals in sewing accessories and mobile money. Deals in sewing accessories and mobile money. You can call him on 0244 520 266. 0244 520 266. For all your cakes and pastries, call Gloria Pastries. Call Gloria Pastries. For your birthdays, for your parties, for your engagements. You can contact her on 0242 322 754. 322 754. My outfit is from Olastania Collections, located for all your beautiful clothes and accessories. Located at Eputoja off the World Road. And they say Olastania Collections, your classic look, our priority. We are still on our show, and our topic today is, how do I know Mr. or Miss Right? We've learned so much today. And we say there are no specific Mr. Right or Miss Right, but we all are trying our best to be the Mr. or Miss Right for our partner. And we've learned as well that a man who is not ready to show you to people, to show you to your family members or his family members, he is not ready for any marriage. Do not go in for a man who is not working, and go in for a man who is having a vision. My ladies, you have to be humble as well, so that your man will be ready to take you down the aisle. My question again, some women, they are very beautiful. And when they come out, they dress beautifully. But when you go home, let's say they are dirty, it's not advisable to marry such women. And vice versa, because there are some men too. They will dress nicely, but they will scatter everything in the house. Is it advisable?
No, it's not. Because cleanliness is next to godliness. We have to be clean. If you are not clean, how are you going to take care of your home?
Maybe the man will help her to do the chores.
No. How are you going to take care of your kids in the future? Your children can die of dirtiness and stuff. So you have to be very clean. Even if it's not very clean, you have to try to be very clean. Because if you are not clean, how can you be a Mr. Right or Miss Right for the other partner? So it's not advisable at all for you to be looking good outside, and when we come to your home, you are being very dirty and stuff. That is very, very a no-no, a big no.
Okay, madam.
Like we said, I think through courtship, you will know a lot. When you are courting with a woman, I know that you will be visiting her in the house. Or when you are courting with a man, you'll be visiting him in his house. So you see those things. So when you see them, you try to correct it. Because in future, you are going to be together. So you try to correct those things. So by so doing, you see that changes will come. So you try to, why? When you come out, you look so beautiful. But in fact, what I saw this morning is not good at all. Why? And so you see a woman will say, oh, I'm in the house, that's why. No, you are in the house, because you have not getting married. Even after marriage, the children too will come. So you have not gotten married, you are doing this. What about if you get married? So I think through courtship, through visitation to each other's house, you will see those petty things, and you have to correct it before you get into marriage.
Wow. Through courtship, you get to know those petty things before you get married. So my men, if the woman is dirty, my ladies, if the man is dirty, try and talk things out before you get inside, because There is no commercial break in marriage. For our lovely viewers out there watching us, we are pleading with you to subscribe to our channel so that whenever we have show, you get notifications. The show still remains the RLM Show. Love is sweet. Next week, God willing, we are diving straight into marriage. We are diving straight into marriage. So watch out. Next week, God willing, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. for our next RLM Show. And today, I think we are rounding up our show very soon. And my panelists, in conclusion, what do we have to tell our viewers out there?
In conclusion, I'll tell our viewers out there that they should be very, very, very vigilant when finding your Mr. Right or your Miss Right. Because people keep to pretend to be what they are not. You know, when some people are looking for their Miss Right, they pretend, you know, maybe they just pretend to be what they are not. So, my women, you should be very, very vigilant. Be prayerful as well, you know, so that at least when you talk to God, God will also talk to you. So that you know definitely that the person in question is your Miss Right or your Mr. Right.
So, my ladies, you have to be very, very vigilant. You have to pray as well so that God will speak to you. In conclusion, madam.
And the ultimate of all, for you to know your Mr. Right or Miss Right, is to pray. Then after praying, you have to make sure that your Mr. Right or Miss Right is a Christian. Because in fact, we used to sing, the BME, we used to sing a song that Ileti Jesu Bangbe, Ile Ayoni, that is the house in which Jesus Christ dwells, is a happy home. In fact, if Jesus Christ is the ultimate of all in your life, you are going to live a happy life. Then, like I said, that you should not look in for materialism, because if you look in for materialism, it is going to make you unhappy. But if you have faith that, okay, I know things will not be like this, it is going to help us. So in a nutshell, you have to marry somebody who is a Christian. Then you should avoid materialism.
In a nutshell, make sure that person is a Christian and avoid materialism. The show is the RLM Show, and we say love is sweet. In as much as love is sweet, love can be sweet when you meet the right person. It can be a great hell when you get connected to the wrong person. So please, be vigilant, pray, and get connected to the right person so that our love will always be sweet. Catch us same time again next week, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. for the RLM Show and for our next topic in marriage. Next week, we are diving straight into marriage, so please don't miss it. Make it a point to watch us. RLM Show, love is sweet. Bye-bye.